this fire burning under. I got this fire burning under. I got this fire burning under. But where do we go unsure? Oh, how do we feel unsure? Oh, where do we go unsure? Unsure. I'm gonna kill the sun this time.
So it kind of has to be really good. One of the beats, I trust you, you hear the beat off beat. Just always try and think of that when you're playing drums. That's always get you in trouble, eh? Let's see what you're gonna do. 2 more rounds, off now. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Ever. See that? That was your best round ever. Like, if you can dance like that all the time, you're gonna be building off good Krump. Then you just keep getting better from there. So I say, whatever you did there, however way you were feeling, that's the standard. All right. Wow. Alright, so what I like is that hold and explode is really nice. It makes us go, oh! But doing it authentically, like as in, it's not planned. Remember, Krump is all freestyle, right? So when the feeling says do it, then do it. So it's not a planned thing. You mustn't plan it to get a reaction.
I didn't plan it.
No, I'm just saying, because it works. Because sometimes when you tell somebody what works, they want to do it all the time. Alright? So I'm just letting you know that when that feeling that she had, and it makes you want to hold and release, it's good. And when you do it in your round, continue with that feeling. Don't stop. Then you need to get to a point where you really release.
I got this fire burning under. I got this fire burning under. I got this fire burning under. Oh, where do we go unsure? Oh, how do we feel unsure? Oh, where do we go unsure? Unsure. I'm gonna kill the sun this time, I'm sure. Light it up this time, I'm really sure. Oh, unsure. Oh, unsure. I got this fire burning under. I got this fire burning under. I brought my shine, they say, not enough. So I'll kill the sun this time, I'm pretty sure. Oh, unsure, for sure, I'm sure. Heard myself, thought I wasn't enough.
Alright, so right now I'm off to lab. Saturday morning, it's like 8 a.m. and yeah, my lab is now in the morning most of the time because yeah man, it gets tough during the week, during the day, and you know, I'm a married man and I don't want to be labbing at like 7 or 8 at night. So what I've decided to do is, I know in the morning, yes, we gotta do some cleaning, or sometimes my wife is away and she's doing her own thing, and then I use that time to like lab. So for all the married people out there, I don't know, have you tried that? Does it work? Or if you live with your partner or whatever, like when do you lab? Let me know. And is it always an issue, like trying to make time for your partner as well, but also trying to, you know, stay on top of your game? Or do you feel like sometimes you're sacrificing to be with your partner and go out and do stuff, and then sometimes you feel like you're neglecting, you know, Krump? So let me know your thoughts. But yeah, like I said, that's my strategy. My strategy is that I do this thing in the morning, try and do it in the early morning. Then yeah, the studio is like, it's like 15-10 minutes away from my place, so it works. Travel time is not that much, although yeah, it is petrol and it is parking, gateway parking, don't play. The fact that you just entered the parking, 15 rand, wow, gone. Just like that. So yeah, anyways, it's lab day. Stores are still closed, man. That's how early it is. People aren't even awake yet. No one's buying anything yet. But yeah, that's the whole point. That's why I'm here early in the morning. So I'm trying to get this lab in.
right, let's get to work. Right, so I'm right here at the studio, and before I even train, I thought I was like answer two questions. All right, first question was quite interesting because someone said it to me on Instagram, giving them an answer, but I was like, hey man, I wonder how many people are asking themselves the same question. This is not even a Krump dancer, but it's a street dancer, street dance dancer. I don't know, what was I gonna say? His question was, according to your journey into finding your ways, what's the best way to develop your style? Because for me, I see people having training systems, drills and combos, exercises and concepts, etc. But for me, I feel like I become better by just playing music and just dance every day. I don't know if you understand my question. So I think it's another question, because I did answer it, but I think this question is more aligned with like, if you want to develop your style, as in, not as in like Krump and piano and banger or whatever, but as in like your way of doing that specific style, like your style, and you doing that's dance style, right? Such a weird way to say, but yeah, anyways. So for example, Krump, like I have my own style in Krump, all right? If you look at me, look at everybody else, Verb has his way of doing things. So, because he's seen people you use exercises and drills and combos and all of that to train their style, which I feel like that works with technique. I feel like drilling, combos, and exercises, there is a very important place for it, and it has to do with more on the technique side of things. That's how you get better in technique and doing that style, that discipline. Let's put it like that specific discipline. The drills and all of that training helps you get better at that. See, even today, I work on that every day because I know I'm a competitive dancer. That's what I do. I go to competitions, I train for competitions, and when I get there, what separates the beginners from the advanced masters and elites is the technique in which how you do that specific style. So what does make up your style? For me, I said that it depends on what you're good at. If you can figure out what you're good at in that specific style, for an example, right? Let's say you're really crazy with the floor work. Let's say you're really crazy with the floor. There's so many things that you can unpack when it comes to that alone, floor work. How do you go down? What do you do when you're on the floor? How do you get up? How do you transition? A lot of your stuff that have to do with the basic of the dance might involve a lot of floor things that a lot of people may not be able to do. So from that, you end up developing your style. Now that's one off. I'm not saying that's the only way, but that's one of the ways to develop a really great style. Then another one is a very obvious one, which is your character and personality on the dance floor. As soon as you have some kind of a character and personality, whenever you're dancing, automatically you start having your own style. Automatically, it just happens. I mean, your personality and character will bring different ideas onto the dance floor and onto when you're actually dancing. So that's pretty cool. So if you have like some kind of a character, when you go on, it's gonna give you a style either way. You know, it's gonna give you the tools on how to create your combos and all these other things that we were talking about, which I say are disciplines. It's things that you need to know for that style. Then last one is music. Music is important, and he did mention music as well. Music is important. I really strongly believe that music separates us a lot, but also connects us at the same time. I feel like music highlights our upbringing, music highlights our culture, music highlights where we're coming from, basically, because music is everywhere, but music is heard differently. Yes, I said it. Music is heard differently. If you come to Durban, Tina Sandis Gubu, like we like that the kick that's boomy, Like we want the taxi to be rattling. Like we need to hear the music from at home and the taxi's going past. That's when we're like, yo, that song must be crazy. Like that's how I grew up. So I'm very selective about what I listen to when I'm dancing. Sometimes also songs that I like, they have to do something to me that is linked with who I am and where I'm coming from. Music for me, I know people say, tell a story with your dance, and yes, but I feel like what really allows that to happen is the music. If the music has sounds and feels like home, you tend to really express what it is, where you're coming from and who you are. So that's just from my experience. So music does give you a certain style. Those are my points. Also, don't want to be too long. But anyways, those are my points. And then another one that I wanted to raise is the evolution of Krump. Now, this one came out from YouTube itself. I was like, I'm like, yo, why is YouTube asking me this? They were like, maybe I should do a video around that. And I think it was pretty cool. Like, the evolution of Krump and like where Krump is going. I'll be very quick with this one because I don't really have an answer to it, but have a little bit of an idea. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 19 years now, 18 years, and I've kind of seen things repeat, but I've also studied other styles and appreciate other styles. And one of the styles that I appreciate has got to be breaking. I mean, breaking is the only street dance style that has made it to the Olympics. And I'm pretty sure that 30 years ago, everybody was thinking how cool it would be if a dance style was in the Olympics. So breaking has broken through that. And it didn't get there because everybody likes breaking. Nah, it's because of the journey that it had to take. But not in terms of the political side of things and the corporate side of things. I don't think it's about the corporate side of things. I think it's really about the evolution of the dance itself. The dance itself has gone through so many competitions, so many critiques, so many judgments. So, like, it's gone through so many things where I don't know how they do it now, but breaking is the only style that I see that doesn't need trends. It doesn't need trendy music. It doesn't need to be doing what's happening now for it to be relevant. Breaking is still using their own music. They can post something on Instagram and they still have one of the highest views for street dancers, not content creator dancers, not influencer dancers, but for street dancers. They are the ones that can post a video and people are still going crazy. They're so authentic to the style itself. But again, I'm not a breaker, but I believe the style isn't where it was, I don't know, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. I don't think it's there. I think there's been some sorts of evolution around it. And Krump, I feel like, is going through that season as well. I feel like Krump has changed so many times and it's been influenced by so many people in so many years, and it's had so many different phases for it to get to a point where it can run by itself. What do I mean by this? The innovators, pioneers, the creators of Krump, people that have influenced Krump, are getting to a point also where, they're not as young as they were before. Like, it's a dance style that was created by young individuals, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. There was a level of creativity there. It was driven by that state and time of what was going on among them. That's why it is what it is. Now that time has passed, the style won't be influenced by the culture. It won't be influenced by what's going on in the streets today because, like I said, the innovators, the pioneers, the creators are not there anymore. They're adults. But they're still in the scene. And they're the ones that are stirring up the ship, right? Whether you're talking about TightEyex, whether you're talking about Mio, whether you're talking about Miss Prissy, but I'm talking about the leaders that are really always turning the Krump community to different directions. Whether they're saying let's stay here, or they're saying let's turn and do this, or whether they're saying let's go back or whatever. Those people are influencing the Krump community either way. I believe right now it's at a point where there's not much that can be done. But the community, let me not say the community, Krump is going to get shaped by the environment which is in right now, which is the platforms such as EBS, Illist. I'm just going to mention those two. Yes, there's KCS, there's all these other big competitions that are happening on. There's King of Buck, but I really believe that it's going to start being shaped by the international competitions, which is good and can be bad. Bad in the sense that we can become so technical that Krump is just about the wins and maybe loses its creativity, you know? Or this thing can be managed so well that everybody understands the standard in which to compete at a World Krump Championship, right? Where, not like before, where Krump was based on feelings and moments, where it'll get to a point where, yes, you can have that. It's all about feeling. It is about the moments. We do want those moments. We do want the liveness. But the session is for that, and that's okay. The session is for that. When you sessioning with your mates and whatever, when you guys are getting off, that is for that. But when we go to certain platforms like the World Krump Championships and whatever else that might come up in the future, there needs to be some sort of technique that's there and standard that's even pleasing to the eye of a person that doesn't understand the style. So that's where I see it. I see it at a point where when people watch Krump, they can go, whoa, this style is crazy. Like, the technique in this thing is ridiculous. I could never do it. It doesn't look crazy as in like, what are they doing? But it looks like a dance that needs a lot of discipline. And who knows, we might be considered athletes as well. For me, that's why I train so hard as well, because that's how I kind of see it. And when I look at some of the greats of today, and some that had even done it before, like the Concretes and the Spartans, when they did competitions, man, like they had a different approach. Like there was such discipline in their style. Like it was crazy. I really think they were ahead of time, mentally and approach, way ahead of time. So yeah, I know I've said a lot, but that's just my 2 cents. Like, I don't know if us here in South Africa are gonna see that day, but I do hope we will see that day, because, you know, sometimes things can be like tough. Like right now, the movement is quiet, not a lot of things happening, but it's sad when you know you put in X amount of years in something, and then the year you decide to chill and give up, 2 years later, boom, things explode. And the people that you were with are now doing crazy things, and just because you didn't want to be patient a little bit, you know? So that's why I also love that t-shirt that says support your local Krump community. You should support your local Krump community, and I believe it'll support you back, you know, especially if you're supporting it the right way. Yeah, and then the last point is when that happens, and that's when I believe Krump will start getting major sponsors. When I say Krump, I'm not talking about the events, I'm talking about the actual dancers, people that are actually competing. Like us traveling to different countries, us competing in all-style events and winning, there should be brands supporting that. When a Krumper goes to an all-style event, there's a high chance that Krumper is going to do really well. There's a point where if a Krumper goes to an all-star event, they're winning. There was a point where it was like that. And I really feel like things have changed now, because we just lost the plot a little bit when it comes to Krump in street dance. Like, what is Krump? How is Krump when it goes head to head with other styles? Again, I also believe that we can't do that with a Krump mindset that's old. It has to be with a new mindset of like, what is Krump when it comes to a technical side. Like, what are the different techniques and things can Krump do to go up against a papa, or someone that does locking, someone that does breaking, you know? Anyways, I've said a lot, but that was my 2 questions that I wanted to answer. So if you ever have any questions for me, feel free to send me a DM and I'll try my best to answer it. Yeah, but anyways, cool. I'm off to the lab now. I already wasted so much time. What's the time now? Dang, okay, I still need to hit 2 hours. All right, let's go. Getting there. Let's go. It's not it. It's not it. Man, I need a session. I need a session, I need people. I need battles. I need that long 3-hour session. It's not enough. This is enough. Battle. First battle, big Krump. So that's as long as